Hi there, this is a tutorial just showing you how you can create your own YouTube channel to use with your students in the classroom and to set home learning. First thing you need to do is make sure that you have a Gmail account. This links to various things that you can use under the Google umbrella, including YouTube, Google Drive, and many other of their products they have under the same umbrella. You log in with your Gmail address and the same password you would log in to get to your Gmail account. Whether you choose to use that particular email account or not is irrelevant. You'll need this in order to sign in for YouTube and sign up to get a YouTube channel for yourself. If you have one that you're already happy to use with your students, just go ahead and log in. If you don't, you will see that the top right hand corner there is a sign up button. Just make sure that you click on there, fill in your details, and you should be signed up within about 5 minutes, no longer than that. If you're new to signing up, then you will see this particular window come up. This is just outlining the details that you filled in, so for the sake of today's video I've created a riddles down test Gmail account. If you're logging into a Gmail account that you already have, it will be different in this section, but these menu options at the top will be the same, which is what you actually need, the ones on the black strip along the top. You will see in here that you have options for just your normal Google search, such as images. You've got maps there. Google, YouTube is linked to Google, so that's up there as well, and you have your Gmail account if you're wanting to use that, and Google Drive, which I'll cover in another video later on. You can also choose to use Google Calendar. For the sake of today, all you would do is click on the YouTube link, and that would take you through to where we need to go. When you've clicked on that button, a screen will come up which gives you a number of options. You can choose to follow different areas of interest if that's what you would like. Anything that you do follow, remember, will be visible to others on your channel. So my advice would be to follow something that's relevant. So if you're a science teacher, you might want to follow some of the science issues. If you're teaching something such as media, you may want to follow some of those. For the sake of this, I won't follow any, and I'll come back to that at a later date once I've got used to the YouTube forum and what it looks like before I start to sign up for things. So I would click on Next without selecting anything. If for any reason you find that you've signed up to various themes or it's put you through automatically, then you just manage your subscriptions there and opt out of them, and they will then disappear. And the subscriptions here, you can see are empty. It's given me an option to add the channels. So that's what you want really as a nice clean start. They will have recommended, usually popular random links. They won't be linked to what you're doing, what you've looked at. In order to start creating your channel, all you need to do is click on the email address that you either just created or you've logged in with. You can see it's also mirrored here, but you want to click on here because that will take you to, if you'd created your YouTube channel, it will take you to your channel. If you haven't, then it will take you to the options that would run you through the setup of that channel. In this instance, because it's a tester, I've not set up my YouTube channel yet, so this gives me the options to begin the process of setting it up. So you can see here that you can add your own photograph. You can also have a look at the fact that you're signing up for YouTube, and it highlights the fact that you're getting a Google Plus profile. This shouldn't matter too much. It will be an empty page, this profile page, unless you choose to look at that particular area. So no need to worry about that. For today's, we will just be using the YouTube channel facility. So you'll need to tick that they can use your account information and click on continue. And here you have your very basic YouTube channel. I've named it a random teacher, but obviously your name would be in there. And once you've put your teacher name in, it will also appear up here rather than just your email address, and here to take you to the home page in your channel, even if you're browsing other videos when you're in YouTube. If you've logged into your Gmail account, whenever you're online, if you go to YouTube, it will automatically have you logged in, so you can always click on your channel. There's a number of things that you can do to improve the look of your channel if that's what you wanted to do. You can add a profile picture or an icon if you didn't want to put a photograph. You can also change the background. There are some set backgrounds, or you can add your own. It's called channel art. You can see that it also prompts you with things in this corner here that you can do to improve the channel, such as describing it, adding web links, and again adding your channel art, as we said before. So we'll see that in the top, in the centre, there's an upload button. If there's a video that you've recorded that you've saved on your hard drive, for instance, you can just click on the upload and find that file, and then it will upload that to your own YouTube channel and it'll appear in your videos section there. So you could do that if you have a video ready. If not, you can start to have a look for some other videos that you want to save that are of interest either to yourself or to your students. And you can create playlists, so you may have different topics within your subject. For instance, with English, I might want to create a playlist of clashes and collisions poetry for the literature, one of the literature units we do with our Year 11s. But again, you'd have to have a look and apply that to your own subject. In order to do that, all you need to do is type into the search engine something that is of relevance to you and your students that you would like to form a collection of videos on. You can include your own and others. So type that in. You'll see here that I've typed in teaching sentences. So if I was working with Key Stage 3 or even our GCSE students, I may want to refresh or to teach from scratch how to construct your sentences in a way which is going to get you higher marks in your writing. This is an example video, it's not one that I recommend, but for instance, a list will come up you can select, and if you just click on the video that's of interest, a screen like this will appear. Down the side of the screen to the right hand side, you'll see a list of videos that Google, or YouTube in this case, recommend are linked. So that could be of interest to you and you can select a video from there to look at afterwards, or ignore it and that's fine. You can choose to do a number of things when you're on this page. You can choose to share that video. You can choose to add it to a playlist. I will show you a couple of those in a second. You can choose to subscribe to that user's channel. If you have a look at a couple of their videos, and this particular user is Ways and How, so you can have a look at their channel, just click on that name and it will show you they've got a number of videos there, so it may be of interest to you. If you like that channel, you can subscribe and you'll get updates whenever they upload something new. If you're wanting to share it, you just click on the share option there and it will give you a number of different networks and platforms that you can share that video on. You can just take the link as well and paste that to wherever is relevant. If you've got a class website or if you just want to share it with the class, you have the link there. I touched on the issue of playlists earlier on. If you're wanting to start to form your own playlists, there's 2 automatic ones already, so I've clicked to add to. If you had some playlists set up, you could just simply, there would be a list of them here and you would simply click on them. As it is, there's just 2 automatic ones that YouTube put, which is favourites, and that would occur if you had favourited that video, and watch later is another option that you can put in there. You can delete those options too. If you wanted to create a new playlist, like the one I mentioned earlier, for instance with English we might do clashes and collisions poetry, you would just type in the name of the playlist as you want it to appear. You can opt to have it public or private. It's much more useful if you're having it public, using with students obviously, and then click create playlist and that will automatically add this video to that playlist. Then you can continue your search along the same topic lines and you can add the videos to that playlist, which will then appear in this list here. So add to is that option. For instance here I've just put writing skills as mine and then you click create playlist. Once you've clicked create playlist, a box similar to this will appear in front of you just to check that you're happy to add that particular video to that playlist, and then click OK. Just to show you an example of what your YouTube channel might look like, this is my very basic one. So I've got a picture of me, that's my school photograph from last year, and just a very simple background that I was able to take from them, and a link to my Twitter at the side there. I use my full name, whatever you're comfortable using. You might want to put Miss, Mrs or Mr instead of your first name. All of the videos that I have are stored here. Any discussions on my videos, I moderate all of mine. I haven't had any discussion on them so far anyway. And then anything about yourself is here. This is my home page, so if I click on here, or if somebody searches my YouTube channel, this is what should appear, and that in the first instance highlights any recent activity in order of which I've uploaded it. So I haven't uploaded anything for a while, as you can see. This will be the next one that appears on there. So 3 months ago when we were revising for our exams, that's the last video clip I put up. If I wanted to have a look in more detail at some of the videos which aren't just in chronological order, I would click on the videos option. And that will then bring up a number of options. In this drop-down menu here, I can choose playlists. So you can see some of my playlists are here. Music for Focused Study is a new one that I've put together for using when my students do creative writing. Some of my more chatty groups benefit from having that music in the background. I did a unit on graphic novels, so there's a number of videos there. I have a teacher's digital learning toolkit that I add to. There's quite a lot on there. Some motivational ones, some educational ones, and then you can see some of the ones I use for my students of Mice and Men, the poetry sections. I do some on context, some on the readings of the poems, overviews that I created, and so on. So you can see there's many different ways you can use that. You can upload your own videos, which is what I started to do with Year 11 revision and what I'm going to continue to do this year. But you can also simply just search for other people's videos and collate them into a playlist to direct your students towards for private study or for particular exam focus, for instance. I hope this has been useful. Please do contact me if you want any further information on how to create your own YouTube channel. Thanks.